morning, guys. I hope we've all had a good week so far, a good trading week. I haven't been available this week on the market because I have exams and lots of obligations and things like that. So it kind of took my time away from the market. And so even this morning, also, this would just be a quick review, not to abandon this project. So just to keep it going and as much as I can during this time. So okay, so let's get right into it as we don't have much time. If we see Euro USD, as we know, right, I've been saying for quite some time, this was our breakout structure, and this was our daily swing low and our daily swing high. So in between that, we came here, we retraced, we grabbed liquidity. If we look at where we retraced to, we retrace to the discounted area, right? Grab liquidity, discount, reversal, boom, and then now we're just making, right, higher highs, right? This is our demand. We came right into it, pushed up again, and we're coming right into here. But the thing with Euros is here we have our area of supply. So now we're just fighting in between this supply and this demand, hence us staying out of your USD positions for now until it picks a clear direction. Okay, so that's what I have for your USD. If we go down to the 4 hour, you can see, so it's basically just consolidating within this range, right, from here to here. There's demand to this supply, so we just want to see which direction it takes and then we can go with it. If it's unclear, stay out, right? That's the golden rule. Okay, on on DXY, right? So as you know, we've had our third trend line touch. Now coming into this channel, like this bottom of the channel, right, you can see we had this consolidated price pattern, right, which is nice. We have here the break of structure coming here, retracing our swing low. Now we're in discount prices, so we expect higher prices on the dollar, but now we're just stalling, probably maybe to come to this area, right? If we go to the 4 hour, you can see also right here we still have this squeezing, like market structure, right? Just squeezing into the lows. So let's see how, if it breaks this high, right, then we can start to look for further longs, and that would be shorts on Euro USD and other dollar pairs, where we can start to look for further longs on the dollar. Okay, for GBP USD, I know this was a sweet trading opportunity this week, right? So let's look at this. First of all, as we've been saying for months, right, this was our demand level. Market in an uptrend, like an up leg, right? This is an uptrend. So we now pushed into this demand. We now started to make this consolidation pattern, rather, 1 2 3, and the third touch we broke down, right? So we can see, right, so here there was a change of character low, boom, broke it. Now on the retest, to retest this imbalance, sold off again. Now we've come here, we grab liquidity. Once you grab liquidity, you can start looking for those short positions into this imbalance, into this daily imbalance. And then now we've gotten there. Now we just want to see what happens from there. You can see here, once we started to come here, we started to consolidate, giving us an indication that bulls are slowing down. Broke down, retrace, entry right here, and then boom, that should have given you a 1 2 3. Congratulations. I think that trade happened on a Monday, which I couldn't take advantage of because I had such a hectic week. You see, I've hit your 1 2 3, beautiful, and now you should be out of the trade if you were in. Such a beautiful trade all around. Okay, these are the kind of trades that we want to be taking. You can see, so we took a loss on this position, which is so funny. We took a loss on this position after I grabbed this liquidity, gave us that fake change of character, and then just started to boom 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 buy again. But right here, beautiful, the trade worked out perfectly. Okay, AUD USD, AUD USD, beautiful trade all around that we've been talking about, right? So we had this V-shaped reversal into the upside, and once we start to have consolidation in the direction of the movement, then you can tell, okay, the people pushing it in that direction are getting kind of weak. So we can see, right, that caused for this reversal to break market structure in showing us, okay, it's an area, a good area of supply. Then we have this imbalance. We wait for market at this imbalance. It came into it, didn't give us that break of structure one more time, swipe liquidity. Now this was our break of structure on the daily. Boom, your entry right here on that retest, your stop right here could have given you 1 to 3 if you're just working with the daily time frame, 1 to 2 if you're just working with the daily time frame. So you see, like, um, for us it's just all about what the market structure is preaching, right? That's all we want to know, right? So right now you have been like at a 1 to 1.5 if you were working with the daily time frame. Okay, so that's, but if we want to refine our entry as we like to do on the 4 hour, you can say, okay, here we have this descending highs, came here, market grabbed it, right? We didn't have that proper break of structure on change of character rather. Here we had that sweep of the low, and then we just kept on pushing up. We didn't have the indication that market wanted to continue downward, but once we got here, one push, then we came in, took out the early sellers, and so this became our change of character. Once we broke that low with this beautiful market sequence, you just know, okay, there are a lot of bears now. This is our old area of demand. Market came into here again, another liquidation event, boom boom. So you could have entered based off of this change of character right here, right? Once liquidity grab, a push down, so you just look for an entry, enter based on this change of character, which just stop above here. So, and then another chance for an entry right here, liquidating this high, and then we just continue downward. Okay, so for NU, remember on NU, right, so we said this is a range, right? This has been ranging, and we want, and here we had that, and he has been trading in this range, and here we had that manipulation to the upside. Now we're just looking for that manipulation to the downside, and here we had it, market gave this to us, right? Give me a second. So market gave this to us, right? And then gave us, so this was just a beautiful trade overall. If we break this down, right, so we had here this descending highs, market came in, grabbed it. The only thing with NU is it didn't like connect with the area of supply above, but here we had that change of character, right? Boom, push, and then came back, and we could have looked for sell upon that low break with our stops being above this high for a 1 2 3, right? We could have looked for a trade right here, stops above here, okay, for a 1 to 2 rather, right? At its peak a 1 to 2.5. Now looking at gold yesterday started to buy, right? And let's come to the daily time frame. You know, on gold right now we are consolidating, right? And now we're at this 0.5 level, which is 1 2, which has acted as support 1 2 3 4, at least like 5 times inside this consolidation. Although, you know, the prime thing that we want to be looking for is selling from this 3,340 area and buying from this 3,196 area. That those are the how they call it, the premium trades, right? The trades in which you take and you're like, okay, yes, it's a beautiful A plus setup, right? Especially in a range. Remember, we buy from 0.25, sell from 0.75, but the gold is at the zero point 0.5 right now. And here we have this daily demand sub level, which took out this liquidity, this whole liquidity right here, pushed up. Now we've taken out this liquidity and pushing down into this demand level. So, and once we've seen a change of character on the 4 hour, you know, so once you see a change of character on the 4 hour, that is an indication for us to get to start looking for entries, right? So we've had that swipe of liquidity has been taken, right? And we're in a daily demand. which is a strong one. Liquidity we also grabbed before that. Now we've had our change of character. So for us right now, we're just okay. Now we're just retracing. Then you can put your position right here and target this liquidity for about a 1 to 2, right? This liquidity for into this supply level which pushed the market downward, right? The supply level which broke this market structure. Come into here for a 1 to 2, and let's see how that trade plays out, right? Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you for your time. I wish you a wonderful trading day. Speak to you soon.